Welcome to our edition of Weekly Digest, where we highlight the programs, initiatives, and policies of ministers of government as they work to advance the administration's agenda. 13 residents of Kukwani in Region 10 are now legal landowners. They received their certificates of title during a housing drive at the Kukwani basketball court. The titles were handed over by Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell, along with the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Bishram Kupin.
Just like how you are about to become new allottees, ownership is an equal exercise because it is part of the pathway to providing a security of tenure for where persons reside.
Recognizing that access to clean water is a fundamental human right, the government has been making targeted investments to ensure persons living in the hinterland have access to the vital resource. Kabora in Region 1 is one of the latest villages to have a brand new well. Prior to the $15 million well, the 400 residents depended on one well, despite being far apart.
When we say to you that we are going to deliver, you can be rest assured we will deliver.
Construction of the first 25 homes is set to be completed by July 22. Under the government's homestead program at Yarrow Cabra, 500 low-income homes will be built for single mothers. Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell, along with Minister within the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for public affairs, Kwame McCoy, inspected development on Wednesday.
Which we have already awarded the first set of contracts to about $163 million. That's the internal roads for this area.
The newly constructed $449.6 million Friendship Magistrates Court was commissioned on Monday, bringing the administration of justice closer to the people of Craig to Long Creek. Decked out with the necessary amenities, cases will be heard in a timely manner at the new courthouse. In fact, over 200 cases have already been assigned to this court, with 4 cases listed for hearings on the opening day. Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Senior Counsel Mohabir Anil Nandlal said the court serves as a guarantee that everyone has easy access to justice.
What more can a government do to demonstrate its commitment in ensuring access to justice for all of its people, wheresoever you are located?
Heavy-laden trucks are not permitted to traverse along the railway embankment on the east coast of Demerara. Minister of Public Works Bishop Juan Edgel has announced this restriction during an inspection of the Strathspey Bridge. That bridge recently collapsed under the pressure of an overladen truck.
No trucks should continue to pass the aquapanel bridges along this embankment. If not, we're going to end up having another failure. This is a new trend. Trucks are going through community streets, trucks are going wherever they think they could get zoom fast. And that is causing damage.
Technical and Vocational Education and Training, TVET, has entered a new sphere in Guyana with the launch of the TVET Policy Document 2025 to 2035. The policy aims to equip learners with world-class skills essential for a dynamic, competitive global economy. Scores of students from various secondary schools and technical training schools were in attendance. At the launch at the Artichon Conference Center on Wednesday, Minister of Education Priyamanik Chan said the policy ensures universal access to technical and vocational training.
Today is a remarkable day, not only in launching the policy, but in advancing us one step forward in creating the Guyana we want, and creating or making opportunities for the citizen that we might want to see in 10 years' time, and for providing to teachers and students and service providers across the board a guiding document that indicates the government's trajectory and the state's trajectory in the area of technical and vocational education and training.
The highly anticipated National Tushaus Council Conference will be held from May 19 to 23, 2025. This one-week conference brings together more than 200 Amerindian leaders for critical discussions relating to their development and well-being. Minister of Amerindian Affairs Pauline Sukai has urged village councils to engage villagers to ensure priority concerns are delivered at the conference.
Leaders are elected by villagers to represent them fairly in the best interests of the entire village. Their functions are to keep accountability and transparency in the village and to make sure that they manage the affairs wisely.
The safety of workers across Guyana is a top priority of the Ministry of Labor. At the launch of the Occupational Health and Safety Month on April 1st, Minister of Labor Joseph Hamilton outlined the plans of this ministry to ensure all work environments are safe and healthy.
The safety and health of workers are of paramount importance. It is recognized as a responsibility that requires a collective approach whereby there is collaboration with the tripartite partners and key stakeholders to make the workplace safer and healthier.
The mining and construction sectors will undergo a series of inspections to minimize the number of workplace fatalities.